Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. This is going to be a no communications reading for those who are dealing with Leos at this time. Hello, viewer, whoever you are, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're happy, safe, and healthy. Please take care of yourself and those that you know and love, as we are still in the middle of a global pandemic, my friends. Hopefully things are not too bad where you are. Hopefully life is semi-normal where you are. And again, I hope you're happy, safe, and healthy. Again, as I just announced at the start of the video, and as it says there on the thumbnail, this is a particular reading for those who are not in communication with a Leo. If you are looking for insight, if you're looking for clues as to what's going on with that Leo, if you want to hear what they might want to say to you if lines of communication were to open up, this is the reading for you. We are going to see that message come from this oracle deck and this tarot deck here. This deck here, these two decks here, this oracle deck here and that tarot deck there, that is for the Leos who might want to hear something from someone they're not in communication with, because I feel it's very natural that someone who is a Leo sees their name or sees their sign on this video and they're going to be like, hey, that's for me. It's, you know, to placate that side of it and to be fair to all sides. So we're going to see messages from Leo to you, viewer, and what you might want to say to Leo if lines of communication were to open up, okay? Everything you want is in the description box. If you want the timestamp, it's down there. Go ahead and click it. That's why I put it there if you want to use it. Also down there, you're going to find the information if you want to get a personal reading with me. If you want to purchase one, just, you know, follow the steps. But if you have a question before you place an order for a personal, just go ahead and email me at the same address and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Also down there is the information, the link that you need to go to my Instagram page if you want to follow my Instagram account, I guess is what you call it. I'm old. I don't know social media. I'm not that good with it. But anyway, if you want to follow me over there, it's EmpathicFire Tarot, pulling oracle cards, doing some pick-a-card stuff. So if you're interested in seeing me do that work, feel free to follow the link and give me a follow over there, okay? All right, so let's just go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with, again, messages from Leo to you, viewer. You might be a Sagittarius. You might be a Pisces. You might be an Aquarius. I don't know. So your particular sign at this point is not of significance, but if you are dealing with a Leo and you want to know what's going on, what do they have to say to you, let's see what it is, okay? Messages from Leo to the viewer at this time. What would they like to say? If the lines of communication were to be opened, if Leo were to express what they need to express, to say what they want to say, what would they choose to speak to the viewer? All right, that's good. One card, please, from Leo to the viewer. One card from Leo to the viewer, please. There we go. All right, and these don't really require too much interpretation because the message is right on the card. So maybe Leo wants to be pretty direct. Let's see. Dearest you, pump up the music, bang up the drama, get on up and start that hustle toward your goals and dreams. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. Now is the time to make that first move. Say yes to life. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Make that decision. Take that one step toward the gods or us. Expect a cascade of changes, good news, and opportunities to show up as if by magic. Well, we know it's really spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. The point is that we are saying go for it. Take positive action toward your dreams, even if the outcome isn't an exact fit for your agenda. It will all be orchestrated by spirit and arrive in divine appropriate timing. Don't you just love how it all works? We love you so, so much. So I feel many of the Leos, not all, it's almost like a 50-50, maybe a 60-40 in the energy that I'm feeling, are delivering this message directly to you, viewer. You, in some cases, need to pick up the phone. But in other cases, it's like you need to push towards your goals and your dreams. You need to make things happen. You need to expect good news and opportunities. You need to understand the magic of life. In other cases, Leo is kind of reflecting this. I'm in the process of picking up the phone. I'm in the process of understanding and bringing in good news and opportunities and welcoming that energy into my life. If I'm honest, it feels very 60-40, okay? Yeah, they're like 60-40, 60-40. So it feels very like the majority of the Leos are delivering that message to you, viewer, or the other half, the slightly smaller group, is like exhibiting that energy. I am going to embrace the magic of life. I am pursuing my goals and dreams and like aligning with that energy, aligning with spirit or the universe or what have you. Okay, so let's get some further insight from the tarot. What would Leo like to say to the viewer at this time regarding, not regarding anything, but what would they like to say if the lines of communication were to be opened up? What would they like to express to the viewer at this time? I feel like just like kind of mellow. Interesting. Messages from Leo to the viewer, please. Thank you. Let's see what's going on, okay? From Leo to the viewer. Yikes. Queen of Swords, all right. Choice words or Four of Cups, all right. Choice words are like specific conversation is what that feels like. Specific conversation, Four of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so kind of energetically speaking, a little opposite of what that Oracle card was saying, because that Oracle card was pretty like, what do you call that? Supportive, or what do you call that? Like a cheerleader, like cheering you on. And here, maybe it is as well, but it's coming off a little more abrasively. So Queen of Swords energy, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be an air sign, or, you both could have air in your chart, or one of you. It doesn't really matter, but if you want to hear the signs, there you go. And then the Four of Cups, and then the Ten of Swords. So I feel like Leo would talk to you about the upset. Whatever the upset is in their life, your life, both of your lives, whatever. There is something about clear communication with this Queen of Swords coming through, having very specified, very detailed, just like a detailed conversation. Let's underline, let's highlight whatever the problems are. Like, on one hand, it feels like this Leo is kind of like giving like some tough love or tough advice, or just has like sharp words to share. In other cases, it's like problem solving. Like, what is the issue? What's my issue? What's your issue? What's the issue between us? If this is friends, family, lovers, it doesn't, that's not really coming through strongly as of yet. It feels like any and all of those relationships. And I think Leo is, okay, so you see how this woman, she's got like the hedge clippers there, and it looks like she's about to, chop the rose head off of that, but whatever. Leo is in the business of like excising people or excising things that don't work for them. If they are involved in certain other relationships, they're cutting those out. If your relationship was bad for Leo, they've cut it out. If Leo has bad behaviors or impulses or any type of addictions, like there's like this cut it out, and being very honest about it. I feel there's like a self examination going on. I feel, where there may have been smoke and mirrors before, there may have been empty promises before. Leo's not interested in that, either performing it or receiving that from other people. Leo wants everything to be, not by the book, but, a spade is a spade. You know what I mean? There's no room for guessing. Everything is factual. Everything is addressed directly and clearly. The Queen of Wands does not suffer fools in that way, does not endure miscommunication well, does not like things to be sort of in the shadows, wants everything to be direct, wants everything to be without, bells and whistles, you know what I mean? And to an extent possibly wants everything to be pristine. So in some of your cases, this Leo has very high standards, because again, I'm like looking at this queen and she's like trimming her rose bush and everything like that. Like, this could be someone who like, is like a competitive gardener or something like that. Like, to go with the imagery of this card, like this Leo might have a certain vision for themselves or a vision for what they want to accomplish, and like I said, anyone or anything that gets in the way is snipped out. Okay, so Leo, I think, means business. It kind of anchors a little bit back towards that card, but again, this oracle card was like super positive. It was like very cheerleader, like, go team, we're all in this together and everybody's magical. And this is more like, yeah, I'm magical, and if you're not magical, please leave my vicinity. It's like a little like exclusive, like, go, no, over there. You're about that bullshit, get out of my life. It's something like that. Four of Cups. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, I did say that, didn't I? I did mention quickly that maybe some of them are dealing with addictions, dealing with certain behaviors that are bad, or things that have, caused them to backslide, or that have been pitfalls in their life. And so you see this Four of Cups, and it's like a huge overflowing cocktail with 3 empty glasses at the bottom, and it's just like this being offered something that you don't want. So in some of their cases, if this is about addiction, this Leo is going cold turkey. Maybe some of them have entered into a program or some type of therapy, and they're just about the business of not taking in what they don't want. Often, or more traditionally, I should say, the Four of Cups is the universe offers you something and you're apathetic about it, or it's what you asked for but you don't actually want it. And I've said that about this card before. Like, this woman, she looks like she's accosted by this drink, like, oh, what is that cocktail? And it's kind of like, most of the time when you're offered a cocktail, you've asked for it directly. Make me a sex on the beach, make me, a vodka tonic, whatever. And it's just like, then all of a sudden the bartender's like, here you go. And you're like, oh, what's that? It's like, well, you asked for this. So in some senses, maybe that is at play, that maybe what Leo has asked for is coming to light and they actually don't want it now, or they're apathetic towards it. They're turned off by it. And that still would play if it was like about addictions, or if it was about some type of bad behavior. You have told the universe, or told people around you, I'm cool with drinking. I'm very cool with, casually dropping acid, on a Tuesday afternoon. Like, this is my life. This is what I do, right? And so that has built up this expectation, that has built up this kind of rapport with you and your friends, or you and your dealers, or whoever. And I'm saying you. I mean Leo, right? Oh, my nose is still itching. Anyway. And so that became normalized. It's normal to drink this much on a Friday afternoon, after work. It's normal to, pound 6 beers within an hour. That's totally normal. That's what Leo does. And Leo's kind of like, no, I don't do that anymore. And it might be shocking to other people. Like I said, Leo might be, might even cut themselves out, not necessarily rejecting other people or saying, hey, stay out of my life. Leo may have removed themselves from the situation, and they could have removed themselves from you. If you and Leo were party animals together and Leo's not about that life anymore, that's it. They're not about that life anymore. If you and Leo had some type of business entanglement or some type of romantic or family arrangement or whatever it was, they could have removed themselves for the sake of pursuing those goals and opportunities, and trying to, it feels like, align with some higher goodness or some type of awakening, enlightenment, something like that. And yeah, 10 of Swords. So putting an end to things that were painful, putting an end to things that were disruptive to their life. It could be very like 180, like this is like a 180 degree turn in some of your, in some of your, from some of your perspectives, viewers. Some of you are looking at this Leo and you're like, who is that? I don't know. I don't recognize this person. They're not behaving the way I thought they would. They're not coming around, or they're not responding. Again, this is about not being in communication. You may have been expecting Leo to call you back, to text you, to show up at your door, and Leo never did. And Leo's like, I'm not gonna. I'm not going to. For a portion of you, not many, but there is like I have no reason to do that. For whatever, as the thunder cracks outside. For some of you viewers, Leo's like, you are the one that should talk to me. I don't know why you're not speaking. It could be because of some type of resistance is another thing that can happen with the Four of Cups, where Leo may have, in some of your cases, in a business relationship, a family relationship, a dating relationship, whatever type, Leo may have wanted to have very clear, honest communication, and they offered it to you, and you may have said no, or vice versa, whatever way it goes, and that kind of put, a pin, that was like the last pin. That was like the last straw, it can go any way. It's still very much a general reading, but for some, it feels like you were expecting possibly Leo to chase after you, for Leo to offer another opportunity to you. This could have been, like I said, in a business relationship. Leo says, all right, I'm ready to make this investment. I'm ready to make this move. They're being very straight up. Here's the contract. Here's what I'm planning for the next 4 months. Here's how the business plan is going to go. Here's where the money's going to go. They laid the whole thing out. And then you or someone else in the situation, or just something in the situation, became oh no, I don't know about that. And there was a backtrack, or there was some type of resistance to it. And Leo's like, no resistance is welcome here. You're either in or you're out. Very, the Queen of Swords can be very black and white in that way. Very fatalistic. Very, you're either doing it or you're not. And there's no second chances, or there's no, they're like, stop. Ooh. They're like stopping, and they're like, they keep repeating that over in my head. No second chances, no second chances, no second chances. For some of you, there are some Leos who are just like, that's it. No second chances. Absolutely not. In other cases, it's not like that. I feel there are more Leos in this collective who are like, you got one more time to show me, or we can review this one more time. There's a little bit more permissible energy. There's like a handful, like a small segment of this energy, 10 to 15%, let's say, that are just like, no, that's it. Cutting it out. No more. And I don't know how many chances have transpired before then. So your situation a little bit better than I do. So if your Leo friend or colleague or, roommate, whoever they are to you, their limits is kind of what that feels like. So for some of you, this is DOA. In other cases, you're just like, all right, I see what's going on. Or Leo is owning that energy for themselves. Some of them are acknowledging they know you're cutthroat. They know that you have high expectations. They know that you are not interested in a second chance. So it can go either way, all right? But that Ten of Swords is the sort of the final point before we, let something go, or we move on and transcend past the situation. Something like that. All right, so further messages from Leo to the viewer, please. Further messages from Leo to the viewer. Please show me. Thank you. One more card, please. Thank you. All came face down. Interesting. So the first one was this one. This one, yeah, that's fine, they say. Because it did come in a side position between those two decks, but they said that was fine. So first one was the Ace of Wands. Star in reverse. Oh, no. And the World card. Interesting. So this is a little bit of a disagreement. Discrepancy is the word. Discrepancy. Ace of Wands. Star card, major arcana for Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius, or, Aquarius in your charts, whatever. And then the World card, secondary major for Capricorn, also associated with the fixed signs Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So, I feel like Leo is trying to clean things up. Ace of Wands, trying to make themselves better, trying to better the situation, trying to get ahead of the game, or this is what they're hoping for between the two of you, or what they're hoping for on your side of things. It can go either way, take it all with a grain of salt and reinterpret for yourselves. But there is this inspiration, this spark, this idea, perhaps a very specific idea or opportunity that Leo is fixated on. And I think it's a little... yeah, they're like, yep. It's a little pie in the sky, a little bit. Because this star card in the reverse, number one, is indicating that something isn't actually what it should be or what it could be. And then also when you look at it in the upright, pie in the sky, this woman, again with the competition thing, you see she's surrounded by these ribbons and she's making pies competitively. And what did I say earlier? Like, I was getting vibes of like competitive gardening with that Queen of Swords. So there could be some type of competition that Leo wants to submit themselves to, or some type of like contest or something like that. And they want to be a part of it, but it feels like it's not going to happen. Now, it could be because of cancellations due to COVID-19 and everything like that that's going on in the world, you know what I mean? So you might have known that, you know, Leo had been working on this project or working on an idea for so long, and they want to submit to a competition, but it's not happening. Like the competition is being postponed or something like that. And that's kind of more what I'm getting here. Like the star can be about healing and destiny and, you know, things that are divinely planned or sort of overseen in our lives, right? But because it's in reverse, it feels like it's not happening at all, or it's on a delay, or there could be a misconception about it, to be honest. So for some Leos, I think that they have a vision, they have a dream, they have a goal, they have some bit of inspiration, something that they're working on or have been working on, but it's stalled out, or it's not all it's cracked up to be, and it's a little bit it's a little bit misguided. Like, I feel like Leo I don't know, like this pie in the sky thing. It's just like, as much as I was saying, like, there's like this realistic element going on, this very black and white, this or that kind of energy with this Queen of Swords, this other message is like, maybe it's like about doubt, because a lot of things, a lot of times with the star, we are meant to have faith. We are meant to believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that something is for us, or that we are co-creators with the universe and everything like that, and really give over into, or really release expectation and hold the faith, hold the belief. And it could be they're saying that about themselves, it could be they're saying that about you, viewer, take your pick, but there could be a lack of faith going on here. Okay, the World card to me is coming across very quickly as it normally is, as the lesson. What is the lesson here? I think Leo knows there's a lesson, but they might be missing out on what that lesson is because of that star in reverse. Possibly because they're dreaming maybe not dreaming too much, but like they're so focused on whatever they're trying to create, whatever they're dreaming of with this Ace of Wands, that they're kind of missing the lesson. They're kind of missing a bigger truth, a bigger perspective, and they might have to put something to bed, close something out in order. And that kind of, you know, we did talk about the Ten of Swords, some type of ending, some type of release from something. Okay, so that could really this second message is a little bit of a curveball, and maybe that's what's going on with Leo. They're grappling with a curveball on their side of things. Things are not necessarily, this star card in the reverse is really really like kind of, it's really throwing not the rest of the message, but like, how can I say? Okay. This is like not the nicest turn of phrase, but it's like having a chink in the armor, where literally a suit of armor is meant to protect you. It's meant to take you into battle and keep you safe, right? But if you have a certain glitch, let's say that, a glitch in the system, right? The whole thing works except for this one part, except for this one segment of the code. If we're talking about technology, if it's one section of the suit of armor where somebody's dagger or somebody's sword can go right through and stab you, there's like it's like it's like this one thing is off, and that can really be tripping Leo up at this time. They might not be able to see clearly, see the forest for the trees, so to speak. And I think that they know that. And I think that they know that the success or the vision that they have with the Ace of Wands is being prohibited or being affected by a lack of healing, a lack of vision, a lack of faith that they have or that you have. And that prevents this. That prevents a true cycle from closing. That prevents a lesson from being learned and the ability to move on. Because when you have the World card, you have a closing and then a simultaneous new beginning, right? It's the closing of a chapter and you move immediately on to the next chapter, right? So successful completion is eluding them in some form or fashion, and they might feel kind of stuck. And that might go back to, if it goes back to bad behavior or addictions, I don't know many people who, they try to kick their addiction one time and they knock it out of the park the first time. It could be a continuous struggle to get certain behaviors or certain aspects of their life under control. And so it's like a start and stop kind of energy, something like that. But their attitude and their focus feels very inspired. They feel very focused on getting a result, on getting or transcending past whatever is, keeping them held back or tripping them up. But because of those two major arcana, the World and the Star card in reverse, I feel as though Leo might be purposely stalled. And I don't know that Leo sees it that way. I don't know that Leo would see it as like divine purpose to be stalled. In Leo's mind, it's like, why would the universe stop me? If I want to be better, if I want to be healthier, if I want to be free from drama, if I want to be free from toxic people and substances in my life, why am I not succeeding? Wouldn't it be more beneficial for me to succeed? So for now, it seems as though Leo is being held from personal success. Okay? Messages from the viewer to Leo. So if you're here, viewer, and you're watching this, that's totally cool. Leo, if you're here and you're watching this portion, it's a little bit more meant for you guys. But whoever wants to watch can watch. I really have very few rules on my channel. I'm just like, whoever wants to watch, you can watch it. You could just be like, I just want to see what Jay's going to say. Which I think not most people are watching videos that don't concern them personally, but still. Anyway, messages from the viewer to Leo. What would they like to say at this time? Messages from the viewer to Leo. During this time of no communication, what would they like to say? Good, thank you. Oh, why is my nose itchy? It was very itchy in the last reading. I don't have allergies or anything, so this is very strange. Oh, it was like super itchy while it was raining. Maybe I do have allergies now. That can happen, right? You can develop allergies as you get older, right? Anyway, messages from the viewer to Leo. Okay. And we have Bright Baby. Card number 40. Add that all together. You get a 4. Bright Baby. Well, right on the nose, some of you might be expecting. So, I guess, Leo, if you didn't know that, this person could be expecting or has birthed a new baby. That's very interesting. And I feel in this case it would be like a family member or a friend. Like, oh, you didn't tell me. Like, oh, here it is. I have a baby now. And that could happen. Like, I don't know why, contextually with what I was reading, I don't know why you and this Leo, I don't know why you and this person, whoever it is, are not speaking. But, that could be a factor. A child or being with child or, a pregnancy. Someone may have been like, if this is a family member, it could have been like someone was afraid to tell you, Leo, that they were pregnant, something like that. But that's right on the nose because of the word and, sort of how innocent this person looks. Regardless, Bright Baby. I think this person is looking for healing, looking for perspective. It feels like this person is seeking truth, clarity, wants to perhaps express something that they didn't express before. Again, like a hidden baby kind of thing. I don't know. I just get like this reflection also, like this internal or self-reflection. Like she's not in a position, she's not like, clasping her hands together like she's praying, but I do get this sense like looking up to ancestors or looking up to spirit guides, looking up to, a personal Lord and Savior or Buddha or whatever this person believes in or doesn't believe in, and like calling on um, some type of spiritual, ethereal support and needing guidance. And if this is like a falling out between family member or friends, I feel, Leo, some of you are the older person. You don't have to be, but it's like that dynamic of you're older and wiser and this person is a little younger and more naive, and thus they were in some way, there was tension between you, or they ran away or you rejected them or something because of this discrepancy between maturity and immaturity, between wisdom and naivete, something like that. And it's not saying Leo's better, and it's not saying it is all Leos. This could be flipped. You could be, a freaking Gemini and you're older and wiser than this Leo, whichever way it goes. But I feel that this person is seeking knowledge or enlightenment or some type of like information to help guide them in this situation, period. Leo seems to be, from the message before, kind of focused on themselves and developing themselves and getting things situated on their end. And this person might be in the same way, but it just feels gentler in some type of way. And again, I'm always wanting to pick that up instead of show you guys the card. My bad. So we're going to look at the book and see what else the book has to say. So, when a painful or confusing feeling grips your mind, situations can seem more complicated than they need to be. The Oracle of Bright Baby tells you that the best and the brightest way through even the most apparently complex issues is often the simplest. Saying no, stepping back, voicing your truths, having patience, acting when you need to do so, asking for help. Simplicity can assist you in taking steps, day after day, until the issue has resolved itself, just as naturally as night melts into day. To heed the healing truths of Bright Baby, you are asked, even if just for now, to drop the complex adult explanations, justifications, interpretations, and stories. What is the simplest version of the story you are dealing with in your life right now, and how can you act on that simplicity with truth, compassion, and authenticity? If you aren't if you aren't sure you can get to simplicity, if the confusion seems too great, this oracle brings you confirmation that a blinding flash of clarifying insight is on its way. Make sure you don't discount the insight as being too obvious or simple. Oftentimes the answer you need is right under your nose, just waiting to be discovered, and also as plain as the nose on your face. Interesting. And my nose is again itching. Jesus. Okay. So, number one, the video who did I just do? Libra, I think? My nose was itching like mad in the Libra video. And this is talking about nose on your face, blah, 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 under your nose. So, that might be a synchronicity for some of you. Check out the Libra video if you want to. You don't have to. And then, yes, like being plain, like not that she's ugly or anything, but this is like a plain dress. The color scheme is not vibrant. It's just very muted and not dull in a bad way. Just like it's plain. There's no bells and whistles here. It's very subtly beautiful or subtly plain. It's just like clear as day, right? So on their side, Leo, there might be some information that they are nervous to disclose. Again, with this idea of a hidden pregnancy, it might play for a few of you, not everyone. There might be a hidden baby, like maybe this is a friend of yours and you've known them forever and you guys are good friends, and they never told you, like they gave up a kid for adoption or something like that, and they just feel you would judge them or something. Who knows? But there's something about maybe coming clean about something and being nervous about that. And again, coming back here with the Queen of Swords that was over there, that would demand the truth, no bullshit, no hidden agendas, everything being on the up and up. And that could be why the star is in reverse. There could be a lack of truth, a lack of clarity in the situation, and that could be what Leo is missing. And they know they're missing that. So, viewer, Leo, whoever it is, Leo might already be expecting to hear some news, or they expect that there's something that they're not privy to, and that is important to the world. Closing out of cycles, learning lessons, being able to move on to the next chapter of life. Something like that. But let's see further information from the viewer to Leo. At this time, what would the viewer like to say to Leo? Further information clarified with this tarot deck, please. Further information from this tarot deck to Leo. Messages from the viewer to Leo, please. Last one, thank you. And it stopped raining and my nose feels a little relieved. That's very interesting. What's going on? Wow. From the viewer to Leo, please show me. Come on now. Wow, come on, viewer. You don't want to say anything? It's funny. Thank you. One more, please. From the viewer to Leo, one more card, please. That's way too many. Oh, it's not that many. It's two. All right, we'll take it. Well, viewer, look at you. Sneaky snake, getting extra information in. Because most readings have been 6 cards. Oh, wait, that was like that. So, oh boy, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So, Leo, the viewer would say to you, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Love is here. What type of love, that's up for you to determine. That's up for you both to recognize or acknowledge. It could be romantic love, since 2 of Cups is typically slated as a soulmate card in tarot. But if you've been with your girl Jay for a while, soulmate is not some, walk in the park experience. It is often a difficult experience. It's often laced with tons of lessons. And at every turn, you're not going to be looking at that person going, oh, you're the best, and I love you so much, and It's not always going to be pleasant, and it's not always going to be for life. You could have a soulmate, and you could have known that person for 4 months, and that's it. And that was the purpose. That was the point. Regardless, though, this person, Leo, would say to you, there is a significance between us. This is not some, sham of a relationship or some type of connection that, has no purpose. I think that they would acknowledge there is a purpose for you guys to be connected. And again, it can be any type of love or any type of relationship: romantic love, platonic, familial, romantic relationships, business relationships, family relationships. Take your pick. This person knows it's true with the Ace of Cups. Girl, you know it's true. And maybe that's it. Ooh, 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 I love you. Right? Milli Vanilli. One of the classiest acts we have ever known, right? In Western music. But no, that song is great. Like, even though it was the fakest shit, that's a good song. Anyway, there's like an acknowledgement. Like, yes, this is true. In some of your cases, they want to give you a love offer, Leo. In some of your cases, they want to come through with an apology, come through with some type of authenticity or vulnerability. Like, this is like heart on a sleeve. I'm feeling this Ace of Cups is very much, here's my heart. Do with it what you wish. Please, Leo, don't hurt me. And in some cases, they would say that. Please, Leo, don't be upset with me. Please, Leo, don't hurt me. Because I do also get the sense of an apology here. And coming forth and bearing their soul, or bearing, just like being open. Like, again, with this plain, bright baby over here. This isn't, like, look at her. She doesn't have nothing in her hair, no bows, no crazy colors. like the beigiest of dresses, one little simple ribbon on the dress, bare shoulders and arms. Like there's no pretense here. And so Leo, this person, I think wants to come to you without pretense. Wants, and I think they know Queen of Swords. That's what you're expecting. So I do get like this just full on, here's what's going on. Here's who I am. Here's what happened. Here's what I've been dealing with, right? If something fell apart between the two of you in terms of a connection, in terms of business, in terms of, whatever. In some of your cases, like I'm really drawn to this storyline of like a secret child or some type of secret or something that was unknown to Leo and was kept from Leo. And this person wants to acknowledge that. And there is a slight fear of rejection here. But what I'm sensing from Leo is like, most Leos that I've ever met are not super judgmental. Like, might have harsh words because of that Queen of Swords type of energy. Leo is opinionated, but is not going to be like, oh, well, because of this, get out of my life. Like, because you're being vulnerable with me, because you're telling me your truth, because you're being authentic with me, leave. Leos love authenticity. Leos love when people share from their heart. Leo rules the heart, right? Leo is 5th house. Playfulness, joy, right? There's no reason to hold grudges if people withhold secrets, It's more of like I feel Leo is disappointed. Like, why didn't you trust me? I wouldn't have said anything about this. Like some of you, like this is like a secret of, Leo, this person has like a secret shame, maybe. And they were afraid you wouldn't accept them. If this was like a business deal, like, I don't know the ramifications and I don't know like the limitations, but let's say you were looking to invest or go into business with each other. This person may have pulled back after saying, yeah, that would be super cool, Leo. And Leo's like all game for it over here. Got all these bright ideas. They don't want any BS. They're about their business. And this other person is like, yeah, I want to invest in that business too, or I would love to work with you. But then at the last minute, they pull out or they ghost, they disappear. And that's why possibly you're not in communication. And Leo's left with like a WTF, what's going on here? And the secret shame could have been this person, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they were finalizing a bankruptcy case. Like they were bankrupt at some point in their life. And so they feel Leo would look at them and be suspicious of their financial intelligence or their ability to actually make a business a successful business, right? There's something about that going on here. And I feel this person would tell you, well, I've been working or am prepared to put in the work, 8 of Pentacles, to make something happen, to make something a reality, to actually, make our mutual dream or goal come true. Because again, we were talking about dreams over here and opportunities over here. And Leo's like, I'm in it. I'm keyed into accomplishing what I want to accomplish. I'm ready. Or I want you to be ready, whoever the other side of this story is. And I feel there is a bit of a glow up or a bit of a grow up if we're, again, talking about possibly immature energy, where, again, I feel one side or the other is a little bit more mature, a little wiser. The other side may lack experience or might be coming from a slightly fearful space. And that could be what is preventing this star from being in the upright. Okay, either side or both sides are just like not actually owning the dream. There's caution over it, right? But collectively, it feels, Leo, they are, some of them, not all, are in the mood, are preparing to step forward and offer up hard work, roll up their sleeves. Look at Blanche. Her sleeves are rolled up and she's decorating the fuck out of that cake. Ooh, why am I saying that in that way? But anyway, she's like going about her business and she's doing it, dedicated to the task. And the 10 of Pentacles can talk to some issue with family, some issue with family resources or family money. 10 of Pentacles talks about inheritances, talks about legacy within a family, things like this. And this person might have hangups in that area or might have issues regarding freeing their money. Like, oh God, this is another thing that's coming through. And this is such a dramatic thing, I'm going to say. Like, it's reminding me probably of like a soap opera storyline. It feels like in some cases, you might have a business partner. You guys might be in your early 20s. Let's just use this example. You might be both mutually younger people and whatever, fresh out of college or something like that. And you want to start a business. You've got a startup, you've got the funds, you're getting investors or whatever. You might have your partner, Leo, and they may have been all in, but they had reins put on them. They had leashes or restrictions put on them because of family history, because of family finances. So what am I saying? Maybe this person could not invest their money because their family said no, which is strange, but that does happen. So I'm sensing like a dreamer, a young person, male, female, doesn't matter. Someone who has, their eye looking up to the sky and dreaming of what could be. And you come along, Leo, you meet in college or you meet in some type of seminar or something, whatever. You meet online, hey, I saw your TikTok or whatever the hell young people do, right? And you guys have this bright idea to go into business together. And this person is gung-ho, but the money that they promise or the effort that they promise or whatever they want to put in is restrained in some way by family, by history, by financial restraints. Maybe the money that they have is there's stipulations. Maybe they come from a trust fund. And from what I believe, from what I understand, you can't use trust fund money if it goes outside of certain parameters. You can only use it for this, or you can only use it when you're this age, or something like that. So maybe this person wanted to or wants to, but there's some type of restriction. Or there was. It could be past tense. It could be still going on, or it could be something that they're getting over at this moment. Regardless, I feel most of them recognize you both have a significant connection. You both have the same dreams, the same goals. You both, if this was a romantic thing, you both feel the same way about each other. But there's a barrier here. And it feels like Leo is like, I know there's a barrier, but I don't know what the barrier is. And this person's just like, yeah, I know, I have the barrier. It's on my side. I'm sorry. So let's see further information from this person to Leo, please, and then we're going to wrap up. Further information from this person to Leo at this time. What would they like to say? Further insight and messages from this person to Leo, the viewer to the Leo, please. Viewer to Leo, please. And again, like, look how long it's taken me to get these messages. There's like a reluctance. I feel, okay, thank you. Where'd that go? There it is. One second. Move this out of the way. Okay. So delay. 6 of Pentacles in reverse with the 6 of Wands. Put this back. One more card, please. From the viewer to Leo. Thank you. And the 7 of Wands. Okay. So it's a fight to get this going. There's something still in the ether between the pair of you that rests on both of your sides or one of your sides, where it's a lot of want. It's a lot of push and pull. There's progress and then there are setbacks. There's steps forward and then there's steps backwards. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn viewer, or Leo, you could be dealing with one, but it doesn't have to be. 6 of Wands and then the 7 of Wands. Okay. It's a struggle for commitment. Okay. Page of Pentacles in the upright is enthusiastically dedicated to whatever they're doing. They're like excited to be a good student. They're excited to be an apprentice. They're excited to be starting out on their journey. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, it's like start-stop, reluctance, wanting and wishing, but not actually taking those steps forward. And I kind of sense that here. It's like stepping forward, admitting feelings or admitting, something, opening up and being vulnerable and saying hard work, I'm ready to do. But then I felt this leashing. I felt this restraint coming from that 10 of Pentacles. There's something about individual desire is not cohesive to the group. What one person wants is not enough to outweigh what other people want in the situation or the effect and impact that other people have. So like for some of you, this is because this person, it's a page energy, because they're young, because they're inexperienced, because they're still learning, that they're not actually able to step forward and actually do. They want to do, but can they do? And Leo, again, that message is you can do whatever. I'm doing it. You're doing it. We could do it. There's like this optimism. There is a lack of optimism here. Okay. Page of Pentacles in reverse could also be a delay. It's in the reverse. Because of everything that came out before and because of what I see with the 6 of Wands and the 7 of Wands that's coming up, it could just be self-doubt, delay, waiting for something to happen and it's just not happening yet, waiting to get news, waiting for certain things to clear up with resources or finances, right? And it's just like stalled energy, perhaps, not for all of you, but for some of you. 6 of Wands after that, focused on victory, best friend of the year. So maybe you guys are best friends or, you used to be or something like that. I think that this person, Leo, would tell you they can see the victory. They can see the potential of whatever you could have together. Business, friendship, family relations. For some of you, this is like family reconciliation, and other family members are like, why are you talking to your cousin? They're a piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. And other people are just like, whatever. This could be about romance, whatever. They can see the finish line. They can see how this could turn out so well, or they want it to. But it's a fight, 7 of Wands. They have to fight other people. They have to fight themselves. If this is self-doubt, when I was mentioning addictions earlier, over on this side, it could be on this person's side, and you recognize that that behavior or that tendency is preventing the pair of you from uniting in some form or fashion, and that that's a block, or they know it's a block, or whatever it is. And so this person has to really stand their ground in order to persevere. But they might lack the wherewithal, because the Page of Pentacles in reverse is not going to put up too much of as much as they know they have to put up a fight, they actually might not do it. To know and to want something is to know something, to want something is completely different than to do something. I know I have to do this. I want to do this. Am I doing it? No. Am I able to do it? Not right now. Do I have the energy? Do I have the wherewithal? Do I have the belief and the faith that it'll work out? Might be seeking that with Bright Baby. So it feels like one side or the other is a lot more resolute, is a lot more fervent and dedicated and impassioned to move forward, to seek goals, to seek out certain dreams and fulfill them. The other side wants and sees that stuff too, but is not able to, for some reason, to put in the action. One side is like, let's go. I'm doing it. And the other side's just like, I want to do it too, but I don't want to do it. Or I want to do it too, but and it's like it loses its muster. It loses that one side or the other loses or has lost that energy, that thrust forward, that resilience. I feel both sides know each other pretty well. Friendship, family, partners of a certain type. But there might just be, an imbalance right now. This is not equilibrium. This is not equal parts given. Okay? All right, so we're going to cut it there because this got way too long. Leo or whoever's watching, I thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, like the button is down below. If you want to leave a message in the comment section, let me know how this resonated. That'd be super cool. Feel free to share across your social media platforms. And if you haven't subscribed, friends, please consider subscribing. For this particular reading, who knows when I'll be back. Maybe it'll be in another 5 months. Who knows? But I will be back on the channel with mid-August readings very soon, guys. If you want to see that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. And again, if you want a personal reading, the information is down in the description box, all right? Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Take care.